Wet and dreary weather blanketed the weekend. There will be no flying today. But it was a perfect time to crack open the new Realflight Drone Simulator, where I could have a crack at flying in a sunny and dry virtual world. Based on the popular Realflight model airplane simulator engine by Knife Edge Software, the drone sim includes the same transmitter controller, which is an 8-channel controller with both USB and trainer cord connections. A small booklet includes some rudimentary instructions in several languages. However, a convenient keyboard quick reference is located on the back. Installation is pretty easy. Just load up the CD and click Install on the auto run screen. Once installation is complete, you may get prompted to install DirectX. Lastly, enter in the set of serial numbers located on the back of the CD case and transmitter. Once loaded, you are presented with a menu bar with numerous options for setting the sim configuration, aircraft selection, environment variables, and so forth. There are graphic quality presets which can be further tweaked for best performance. Another notable feature is wind and turbulence settings to enhance realism. Pressing the menu button on the controller activates a side menu where you can scroll through quick options for model type, field location, and GUI overlay options. Under aircraft selection, you have 14 preset models, with most of them being very distinct from each other. There are also 18 choices for flying fields to suit whatever mood you may be in. If you have trouble keeping the drone in sight, there are several zoom options, including a picture-in-picture overlay. Drones with cameras can be flown in first-person view by pressing the F4 button, where you can activate the fighter plane-like on-screen display. Altitude, speed, heading, and even a direction back to home pointer is shown. What I thought was a nice touch was the occasional birds who don't seem to mind you flying around with them. Depending on what model you select, you may have additional options like headless flying and return to home. A toggle switch on the controller lets you select the flying modes. Drones with a gimbaled camera can have their camera angles controlled with the rotary knob on the controller. I found damage modeling to be pretty good. I was able to knock off landing legs, dislodge cameras, and even break motors. I found the advantage of the hexacopters are their ability to still fly with a failed motor, though I don't think it liked it that much. Environment objects are solid and will damage your ship if you whack into them. I mentioned wind and turbulence options before, so if you really crank up the wind, the drone will bob and weave in the virtual gusts. A nice touch is that the environment reacts as well, with progressively swaying foliage and even runaway boxes. Lastly are a couple built-in challenges where you are tasked to fly through obstacles and perform photographic tasks, which are then scored based on completion time. I found it a really good way to sharpen your skills and have fun doing it. Okay, so you're probably thinking by now, yeah, that's all very nice, but how does it fly? Well, the quick answer is very well, thank you. Each model has its own distinct flying qualities. Some are quick and nimble, while others are lumbering and super stable. Some are aerobatic, while some can barely get out of their own way. It is a real good cross-section of models available to the pilot. It is a simulation, so don't expect it to be perfect, but I think the physics models are very good and will certainly teach you how to fly with any mistakes instantly rectified by pressing the reset button. The scenery does tend to be a bit sparse beyond the immediate starting area, but there are some neat structures that you can have some real fun with. All in all, I think the Realflight Drone Simulator is a great way to learn how to fly multi-rotors, or simply improve your flying prowess, especially on those cold and dark days.